For f***'s sake.
Oh, hey! Oh, what are they called? Lucha Libradors.
Yeah, that's it, luchador.
Yeah, luchadors. Yeah.
So, guess what won the poll?
USA, Germany.
Famous for their masked wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am Cojones del Toro.
Rey Mysterio, 619. Yeah.
And another one.
Another prop. How much prop? Where did you get all these?
That was a gift from my friends who honeymooned in Mexico. I bought that, and we have been having lots of fun with the character of Cojones del Toro for some time. The two people I'm actually talking about are Steve and Claire, who made some pizzas and sent them in to us last week.
Ah, thanks Steve and Claire. Thanks Aunt Miriam as well, who did our risotto.
Yeah, it was quite nice to get pictures from people during our week off. And my sister Rachel for the vegan pizza, which is she shared on Instagram.
Well done. I didn't see that yet, but I'm awful at Instagram.
Here we go. It's up there. Yeah. Check it out later. It looked lovely. I think we just accidentally did the announcement section.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it just flows and everything now. This is how we talk now. We just talk in episode terms.
Yeah, we're getting into the show, you know. So, either way, Mexico won the poll. Okay, let's talk food.
Right. Mexico food. So we're just going to do a few condiments this week. It's nice and short, just so we can crack on with other stuffs.
Yeah. So like before, when we did like the ketchup and the chutney and stuff, and before when we did the pasta. So we're starting with the basics, and salsa guacamole are staples of most Mexican meals. They're somewhere on the table in front of you. I'm not a big fan of guacamole. I'm not a big fan of avocado. But I think I've come to realize I like nearly all the ingredients if they're paired with something else. Like, I don't mind. I hate coriander on its own, but I can understand why it's in certain things. And I hate avocado on its own. I quite like it in burritos or stuff like that. It has its place. It does. I just wouldn't sit down and eat an avocado by itself. I think that's weird.
Oh God,
no. Put it on toast or bacon like
that.
No. But that being said, I put an avocado into my smoothies. I have a smoothie for breakfast most mornings, and I put an avocado into that, and it's just a good way of getting your vegetables into you.
Getting some, it is. Yeah, I can make a chocolate mousse out of an avocado, a vegan chocolate mousse.
Yeah, the vegan style.
Yeah. So it's alright. Yeah, it's alright for a fruit, I suppose. There is a thing here in England. It's called Chelsea finger, and it happens between 1 and 3 in London. There's a spike of avocado fingers, right? So when you only get the stone, you go like that. But people they miss the stone and cut their fingers, and there's a spike every day between 1 and 3 brunch of people stabbing themselves.
And what's a Chelsea finger?
A Chelsea finger or an avocado finger.
Oh, is it because Chelsea is a bit bougie?
Yeah, it's quite posh, yeah.
Woo, yeah, that's hilarious.
Isn't it?
Yeah. There we go.
I don't know where I heard that, but it's just popped into my head.
Well, if I do it today, it's going to be a Chelsea hand.
yeah. Just a Chelsea hand club, yeah. Oh well.
Okay.
It's better than a Chelsea smile.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Chelsea smiles are awful.
Speaking of.
How did I get these scars?
So I suppose for the viewers, we're recording a couple episodes back to back because Luke needs to take a week off because what are you doing next week?
I'm driving the Batmobile.
You're driving the Batmobile. So, which is why we got our friends here.
Yeah.
So, for the
I've
next 2 weeks,
also got a new job, which is probably more important than the Batmobile, but I'm more excited about the Batmobile.
Nice!
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on the job. That's awesome news.
Yeah.
Now, people are probably wondering what's going on with the pot back here. You'll find
I
out
keep
next
disappearing
week.
off screen. Yeah, I keep disappearing off screen. So there's something happening.
There's something
magic
happening.
of brewing.
You'll find out next week. We have to schedule stuff, so this is how it happens with people.
It's how it happens. We do have lives, people. We do have lives.
But we'll always find time for a couple episodes of Cooped Up Cooking.
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
So what do you want to start with first? So we start with guacamole. No, we should start with salsa, because the guacamole will only go turn brown.
Let's do it.
Done. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, salsa. Well, salsa seems pretty easy.
Yeah,
chop
just
it.
Chop.
Choppity chop chop.
Choppity chop.
So I'm gonna get a bowl because I'm gonna have to mix it all together. And
So I cooked in a professional kitchen for the last time this week.
The end of an era for you, isn't it?
End of an era, yeah. Not gonna lie, I had a little pride.
Well, of course, man. It's like all you've known for what? 13 years long?
14 years.
Yeah. Crazy. Either way, yeah. Most people would be a bit emotional, kind of leaving all they've ever really known professionally, isn't it?
So yeah, last time in a professional kitchen.
Last time. What was the last meal that you made?
One of the guys at work, he's hi Josh. He's a vegetarian and stuff, so I just did a quick pasta for him. Quick pesto pasta. With broccoli, raw beans, peas, with lemon juice. Just something quick and easy.
Yeah, it's kind of nice as well that the last meal that you did professionally was for someone you know. So it was made with love and care.
Yeah. That's a nice way to put it. I didn't think of it like that. So I'm just taking the eye out of my tomatoes as well.
Yeah.
You're just chopping them.
No, I'm taking out some of the seeds and stuff as I go. And the eye. I'm just cutting that right off the top.
Sorry, what's your week off?
Well, what does an IT guy do with his week off work from IT? I sat down and I started learning a new software. Actually, I 3D modeled a donut and a cup of coffee, and you know this because I was spamming you with photos of it. But I'm going to share that photo now because I'm super proud of it. So that's what I did with my week off. I was learning 3D modeling.
Why?
And it's because I find those things interesting and fun.
Okay.
Because I'm a big old nerd.
Big old nerd. So I'm just chopping my tomatoes up fairly small. Don't want them too chunky. But I do want to bite to it.
Okay, and they're going to go into my bowl. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into Mexican cuisine because I dabble, but I've never kind of sat down and gone through the notes of Mexican cuisine.
A lot of Mexican cuisine you get is just takeaway, basic. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Are you going to add a little garlic into your salsa?
I don't see why not.
Here, add a little bit.
I don't see why not.
Add a little bit of chili and a little bit of coriander in it as well, I think.
Yeah, I actually got some fresh coriander because I figure Mexican is going to use a lot of coriander, so.
Yeah.
And now I have to play catch up because I was busy dawdling.
As always.
On that note, I'm pretty sure this is the fastest I've ever diced an onion ever. Boom. Done.
Yay.
I think I'm going to de-seed the chili.
Yeah.
the course, like the meals that this is going to go with, are going to be spicy. So I don't want the salsa to add to that. I just want a little hint.
Yeah, just a little bit of freshness, just break away from the heat. Oh, and I'm quite glad we're doing something a bit chilly because it is very horrible out there today.
Yeah, and this is kind of summery, isn't it? Although it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in Limerick.
Oh, is it? Because it was a miserable day in London. It did make my last couple of shifts in the pub I was working in really nice because people couldn't sit outside. So it was lovely. And I got some very sick pleasure of taking we have loads of umbrellas, but it was so stormy that we're going to blow down the road, and I took some nice sick pleasure out of telling people that they had to move along.
A little bit of, who's the boss? Luke's the boss.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Luke's the boss.
Get out of here.
So I've just added a bit of coriander and chili into my salsa, and I'm going to use the juice and the zest of a lime.
Yeah.
Just a little freshness. I'm shooting off again. I like to get all my stuff done first, and then I get to watch you and criticize you. So that's when you're zesting anything, be careful not to get the white. The white is what makes it bitter.
Yeah, no bads, kid. Sorry, that was so Limerick. It's coming
so
out of me today.
Limerick.
Garlic, lovely garlic. Sorry, that was my attempt at an English accent.
Yeah, that was awful.
Oh, I love a pie, me. I love a good pie. Sorry. Coronation Street, man. Oh, Betty's on pot. Let's zester. Let's get that zest in there. Are you zesting the whole line?
Yeah, I zested the whole line. And I just screws the juice in it.
I get the feeling over the next few weeks we're going to be using lots of limes, lots of red onions, and lots of chilies.
Yeah. And don't forget the most important ingredient in this.
Love.
No, salt and pepper.
That zest is already popping. In you go. Alright, cut you in half. How much juice did you put in? Like half?
Oh, I put the whole lime in. It was just easy. It's not a tomatoey saucy base either. It's just a little bit of freshness to cut through everything else.
Oh, I have a cut on my finger and I just squeeze a lime.
And you found it.
And that's salsa. Anything else? So garlic, tomato, red onion, zest of a lime, bit of coriander.
Next week's episode is looking really nice in there.
Next week is smelling up my kitchen right now. And people should be excited because it's going to be tasty. Alright, bit of coriander. Just add a little bit of color.
Some coriander as well.
I'm going to have a quick bite of this. I like this. This is tasty.
Yeah, you can also add just a little bit of olive oil in it as well, just if you want to give it more depth of flavour. Because acid and oil is the basis of every dressing. Alright, onto guacamole.
Onto guacamole. Okay.
Guacamole.
I got my avocados already. Woo.
Yeah.
You missed that.
So,
okay, whatever.
I did miss that, sorry.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, I saw that.
The seed just popped right out. That saves me a job. Okay, so 2 avocados. How many do you have?
I have 2. So I top and tail mine. Then I just move the blade around the stone. Yeah, we should have chopped the red onion first, so I'm just going to do that. So I'm just dicing my onion.
Yeah, me too. Dicing it up.
Dicing it up. So I'm going to chop everything on the board. So I'm going to leave everything on the chopping board. And I'm going to chop my avocado and everything into the onion. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. I'm cheating a little bit with my little thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna make my guacamole on my board.
And I'm gonna do it the lazy way with the chopper.
Yeah. So if Stephen's gonna do it the lazy way, I'm gonna keep going then with my way. So I'm just gonna dice my avocado in the shell. Yeah, so when you dice it in the shell, when you scoop it out, it's already diced.
It's already diced. There you go. What's the general position on microwaves in a professional kitchen?
It depends on the kitchen.
It depends on the kitchen.
Yeah, it depends on the kitchen. So I'm just adding a little bit of coriander to my mix. So I roll my lime on the board just to squeeze it a bit so it gets more juices out of it. Yeah, and then I'm just going to grate my lime onto it.
I'm going to transfer some of my stuff to my chopper. Where's my zester? I'm going to keep on zesting. You zested it, didn't you?
Yeah, I zested it and I squirted some lime juice on it. I'm going to sprinkle some salt on it. Some pepper on it. A bit of olive oil, and I'm just going to chop it all together on the board.
Yeah. Get it in. Get in there. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Sorry, that was a bit weird.
That was a big Cookie Monster-ish. I'm just going to mix and chop it all on my board. I'm going to the theatre on the 18th.
Oh, the theatre! Oh, how very nice! How very nice, Luke.
I'm going to see drag queens.
To see the drag queens.
I'm going to see drag queens, yeah.
Yeah, but have a great bloody time, man.
So I've chopped all mine on the board, and it's looking lovely. I'm just going to taste it. Now mine is lovely. Add a little bit more seasoning to it.
And let's get that chopped up.
You just gotta be careful with guacamole when you cover it. Make sure you put cling film all the way down on top of it, because it will turn brown so quickly. So when you're covering your guacamole, make sure you put the cling film all the way down to the bottom. So you've got a nice little bowl. I've just got a plastic container of my stuff.
Yeah, well, to be honest, yeah, and I got my cling film in there with it. So. Not a flashy episode, but you gotta start with the fundamentals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it will make everything else better. It will just make everything else better. Elevate everything else, yeah.
Exactly. So, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah,
we'll catch you guys next week.
We just have to think of recipes where we actually use all this stuff in now. We're gonna have to prove that we're using it. We backed ourselves into yeah.
And here's one I made earlier.
A little bit easy, Harriet. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by quickly. I know it's only a quick visit. Just hop in.
There we go. So we'll catch you guys next week. And Luke, thanks for dropping by.
It's alright. I'm gonna drive the Batmobile. See you next week.
Pictures, a million pictures, and we're going to share them on our Instagram here because the people need to see.
It's just going to be me, like, all the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around. Batman.
All right, Broheim. Broheim.
Broheim.
All right, bro stuff. I'm gonna catch you on the flippity flop in a couple of minutes.
So I'm just gonna say goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Either way, Mexico won the poll. Mexican food. Oh, bless you. Oh, that was a big one.
Yeah, it was a big one.
Who's a big boy with a big sneeze?
I'm a big boy with a big sneeze. I'm a big boy with a big sneeze.